What? Hey. What? You listening to GUE. What's up? It's your girl, Mouthful Body.
All right, what's up? It's your girl, Mouthful Body in the place to be. What? You're listening to GUE. Hey.
All right. Okay.
Y'all know. Everybody knows. Everybody who's
I
watching
see y'all
this
for the turn up.
podcast,
All right.
everybody who's seen these videos know that Mia clearly is the one that be not turning up for real. Mia's like the greatest fan in the world. She's like the cheerleader. How you do it again, Mia? Yeah.
Sometimes I just
Hey, everybody needs one of those, yo. You know what I'm saying?
you need a hype man. I'm trying to be the hype man.
Everybody needs one.
Again, what up? It's your girl, Mouth Almighty, in here. We are God's Urban Edge. Real talk, real people with what? Real
lives.
All right, we didn't say that on one accord, so I think we need to try that one more time. God's Urban Edge, where we are real talk, real people with what?
Real lives. Yeah, that still was off. But I think we just gonna have to move on past that part.
We have a special guest today. Let's all put our hands together to our special guest. Okay. So, Mr. Nixxo, now we prefer to be called JNixxo or Avad called Nix.
Yeah, we want to be called on here. What are we calling
you? Right now, I'm going by Avad. See, it's we can get into it.
Let's get into it.
We'll just go with JNixxo for right now. But yeah.
Okay, so right now, so let me tell you, JNixxo is our special guest. So what happened was he had sent me a song that motivated me. And the song was called Toxic. Did y'all hear the song?
I heard the song. You're gonna have to play it for the people.
I'm gonna play it for the peoples. The peoples are gonna hear this song. We're gonna talk about this song, but the people is gonna hear the song. What you say, Michelle?
I said, wait, is the copywritten?
No, you're good. We're good. We're good.
So basically,
racing in a car, but I got nowhere to go. Whoa. Had to leave the house since you said you wanted smoke. Whoa. I can understand that you need to be alone. Yeah. Try not to find a reason to give up. You ain't gotta fight the feeling. We're in love. Doesn't look like it does on the movie screen. They say we're toxic, but I still say that we got this. We're just lovesick and I'm nauseous, but I still want you regardless. That they'll keep calling us toxic, cause I say fuck and we got this. I'm just lovesick and I'm nauseous, but I still want you regardless. They'll keep calling us. They think that they know, but they don't really care. Yeah, never thought we'd grow up and we'd make it. Hey, yeah, but we know together we can make it anywhere. Try not to find a reason to give up. You ain't gotta fight the feeling. We're in love. Doesn't look like it does on the movie screen. want you regardless, but they'll keep calling us toxic. Cause I say fuck you, we got this. I'm just lovesick and I'm nauseous, but I still want you regardless. They'll keep calling us, but they'll keep calling us, but they'll keep calling us toxic. But I still say that we got this. We're just lovesick and I'm nauseous, but I still want you regardless. They'll keep calling us.
Often got confused as toxic, but it's just like, no, we're doing work on ourselves that most people won't dive into and do for themselves.
That's true. I think that's the biggest thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Doing the work.
Yeah. So the lens that you're looking through makes it look like it's toxic or whatever, but you have no idea what's going on. So that's why, when you go into the second verse, it goes, we know that we can go anywhere together.
Absolutely.
We stay focused and that kind of thing. But I definitely wanted to bring out and highlight the fact that there are tons of toxic relationships that people do need to get out of, but you definitely need to be in a place where you have done enough work on yourself to even realize the role that you're playing in this in the toxic relationship. Yeah.
You have to take accountability. Yep.
Yeah. So so that's totally I just wanted to speak on that part that you were speaking of, but that's where the motivation came from.
Oh, but I love the song. But it did make me. Would you say, Mia? Because you on mute. What?
I know, because I wanted to jump in before you went in, because once you go in, you go in, right? So I just wanted to say a little bit about the song. So today I was playing a song. I was like, wow, this song's good. I was like, I really can hear this on the radio. Why this ain't on the radio?
Absolutely.
I said, let me test this out on my kids, right? So Cameron is playing his video game, right? This is his headset. I said, Cameron, listen to this. He goes like this. And, I said, this is Uncle Jay. He said, are you sure? I said, yes, I'm sure. And he gets up out of his seat and he comes over to the computer and he lays on my shoulder and he just listens like, wow, he did that? Like, yeah, he did that. So I just want to say that, dude, you're so talented. I love the song. I think that in so many ways, a lot of people can relate to it regardless of what their situation is. Yep. Right. And I really hope that you can get it out there so that everyone can hear that, because I think it's a great, I think it should be one.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
I think it's that comeback. I let my daughter listen to it. So I sent it to Deja and Zayla. And I said, I didn't tell them who it was. And Deja was like, Mom, you play too much. I already know who that is. Like, that's all she knew is he's always played music. He's always done something with music. She said, she said when her boyfriend, her fiance listened to it, he was like, yo, I can mess with that. He didn't say mess, but he said, I can get with that. So they listened to the whole entire song, So they loved it. And now their music, because they be listening to trap music and so forth. So that little country twang to it just made it was really good. But I do love the fact that the first stanza, the first chorus, the first verse it sounded like it was so toxic, but you kept the second one reiterated, but we got this. I still believe that we got this, and just the positive from we're going through all this hell but we got this and we can do this, and how people are going to look at it. People perceive it as being toxic when it's our love. We're in love with each other and we can do this. I still stay with, we got this. So you reiterating it as a man, like, listen, yo, in spite of what it looks like, in spite of what it feels like, I still love you. I'm in love with you and I got this. I'm telling you, I got this. And some of us women need to hear that. Like, wait, so you're not going to run? You're not going to hide? And I guess it's true when you're talking about the doing the work. Because if you don't do the work, then you're not healed. Then you're in we tend to get broken people will be attracted to broken people and think that they can heal each other, when no, you literally have to do the work for yourself so that you could be healed, so you could be a better for yourself and better for the relationship that's before you. I know in my first marriage, Michelle just disappear? She'll be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna say she disappeared.
So she's back. So I'm just saying, all of that song motivated me because it made me want to make sure, like, that to check in. We need to keep on checking in with other people. Some people we don't see, some people we know that are going through something, because we get used to a standard of dysfunction. If you grew up in dysfunction, then sometimes we've been normalizing dysfunction. Something that watching my family members, some members getting their behinds whooped because, you know, that's what they got used to. Like, no, that dysfunction it shouldn't be normalized. It's a toxic relationship. If it's hurting you, if it's not allowing you to grow, if there's no growth there, then probably you shouldn't be there. Maybe you should check out. That's why we need to be cautious of who we attach ourselves to. Some things, some people are just assignments we're supposed to speak life to and keep on moving, because there's something in us, the good in us, that they need. They need to motivate them or to push them to be better. And sometimes we don't do that. We tend, I know for myself in the past, I would just stay in relationships. Now, I mean, I didn't have toxic relations like that. I think I was the toxic one. But that's because I have, through everything that I've ever been through in life. And I know everybody with God's Urban Edge has always heard me talk about the sexual abuse that I've been through. My mind was messed up. So I didn't care how I respected or did with males, because I didn't have no respect for myself. So I didn't care how I respected other people. But once I realized that messed my mind up, that it was making me a nice, nasty person, or a disrespectful person, or a person that didn't have no respect, knowing that I had daughters, I changed my life. And I wanted to get right. But that song right there just did something to me. It made me want to push harder. It motivated me to start thinking about all the relationships. And what I'm saying, it's not just about husbands and wives and girlfriends.
That part. Yep.
Like I got family members who are used to the dysfunction, that they're okay with it and they're all right with telling it's okay if he whoops you behind. It doesn't matter if he cuss you out. Oh, he called you a B. No, it's okay. He didn't mean it at the time. Like, no, ma'am. That's not how we raise our children. That's not how we have to raise. We have to be cautious of what we do, because I mean, we're raising kings and queens. So we don't want them to take the same, what do I call them, generational curse, or something that we weren't fixed with, or somebody didn't help raise us or teach us with, and now we're passing it on to others, making the toxicity look, we're normalizing it.
Yeah, like the generational curses part. That part is like, I don't know. That part's deep,
because it's the truth. People don't talk about the.
Not only is it the truth, it's like for my. Excuse me. Don't kill me, man. But you know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up getting to know my father, like, you know what I'm saying, as a man, like, per se. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get to see or know any of that. But what I do know is that I have his DNA, right?
Absolutely.
So I also know that some of the issues earlier on that I had to fight through and get through, these were inherited. I didn't create this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't create. I don't want to believe or think like this.
Yeah.
And so I know that that, like, that's a big part of it too. Just knowing the fact that of all that you're dealing with, you didn't create that monster yourself. You're dealing with some of the DNA from your ancestors. That
residue of,
You know what I'm saying? That residue, that they have not fixed, that now you deal. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
In knowing that also before I had my son, made it more important to me to do the work internally and to vocalize it. Like in my household, I vocalize it. We vocalize it loudly.
Yeah.
When I messed up.
That's
I
good.
was wrong. You were completely right about that. I didn't listen. I wasn't listening, but I hear you now.
Yeah. That's good.
That I can't tell you how important it is. I can tell you how important it is for me. How important it is for me to hear. Oh, I hear what you were saying now. and you were right. I was wrong. Maybe next time I will listen and do it your way. That is much easier on the soul, because when something's coming up and I'm like, yo, remember last time I was trying to tell you that you weren't really listening? Can you just really listen to what I'm saying? That hits a little bit different now.
It does,
because we've had that banter and connection. So that's what I'm trying to say. A lot of people do the fixins and don't they'll fix it behind closed doors, but you won't come tell me that you worked on that.
Absolutely.
Yep. So we're not growing together, and that's a part of the thing that I believe that people get stuck in relationships that are toxic, is because you're in your own heads and you're working on yourselves there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're working on yourself, and it's cool to work on yourself over there, but let me know that this is working on.
That you're working on. Yeah.
Because you're growing, so let me know how you're growing, and I also get to choose. If you grow this way, and I say that's not what I signed up for, I get to choose that. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
So
come on.
For that reason, I gotta let you know in which every step that I'm growing, and you gotta do the same for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let me get my heartbeat. That was an ouch moment for me. That's an ouch moment, because that's where I'm in the middle of in a process of right now. My husband and I are separated, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't sign up for a long distance relationship, and I get it. He's at the process of, I'm working on me to get me back, but I'm like, but you're married. You're married. Like, so as a woman, I'm like, married, that means we're supposed to be doing things together, whether hard times or not. And if I pushed you away, I'm sorry, come back. But you don't want to come back, not because of me, but you don't want to come back because now I hold you accountable. I'm not, and I believe as women, I don't feel like I'm not one to change you. If you are who you are, but I want to point out the things that I believe in you. I believe that you can do better. I believe you can do this. I believe in you to that level of maybe you didn't even see it, but now we're at a point of just being separated. And I'm at that, I'm working on me, you working on you. But I didn't ask for marriage. I don't feel marriage is not a long distance relationship, especially if you're getting comfortable being where you are. You're getting comfortable staying there. So it's not toxic. It's just a little unhealthy. But I feel, so I'm in that process right now of learning what this unhealthy medium is. And I don't like it. I don't like it. And I know I'm quick to just, look, I'm out of here. Deuces. Goodbye.
I feel like, just for me personally, I just feel like more attention just needs to be given there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just need to, when I say that, I just say it in the way that, you know what I mean? More communication on the terms of, this is what I am working on.
Yep.
And so with this communication comes a level of vulnerability that most men aren't willing to go with. And that was the hard part for me. So the first half, I want to say quarter, but I'm gonna be real. The first half of my relationship, I wasn't willing to be vulnerable in a lot of ways. The ways that made me anything negative, the ways that made me insecure, the ways that made me sad. The way I don't want to go there.
Yeah. And
so if you don't go there, you can't really do the work. And so a lot of men don't want to go to that vulnerable place. And that's the self-work that you got to do and be willing to be. Because when you want to be with someone, if you haven't fixed those things, you have to be vulnerable and say, I'm scared. I'm a black man in America that hasn't done X, Y, and Z, right?
Yeah.
And society said I should have done X, Y, and Z. Yep. If their partner doesn't know that you're going into the world with those scared every day, then she doesn't know when you come home that she has to be a little soft for you.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So
it's grown.
So that's just the part that I feel like most men struggle with, that we don't get to communicate and say, yo, it's not that we don't get to. We don't have the skills to communicate.
Yeah, and that's what that's true.
You mean a lot of us didn't have our fathers in home? Like for me, for example, my mom. I have one of the greatest moms.
Absolutely.
In the world.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? She's the queen of the queens, right?
Yes, she is.
But one thing that I will say is that she didn't communicate.
Yeah.
Where's my sister?
What's her favorite line? She used to say, you got to do better.
You know what I'm saying?
do better.
Yes. So I didn't.
Hey,
So
hold
I
on,
didn't-
Mia's talking. Hold on, what she said?
I know that's her favorite saying. You got to do better. You got to do better.
Got to do better. But I think even with Momo being old school, she's still. I mean, because I know what she did for me and my daughters. Like, life doesn't exist without Momo. We may not talk to her.
Oh
all the
no.
time.
I mean, she's gonna definitely she's gonna put things in action. But what I mean about the communication level, like she don't want to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about this. We're gonna fix it, or you know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's the old school way. But
Yes,
what I'm
it
just
is.
saying is, as a man, when you grow up and you get even before you know what I'm saying, even before my wife now, like when you get with people and you don't know who you are or how to communicate because that communication factor is, and earlier on, like you got to get with the, like I actually got with the right person for me. That's why outside looking in, people could say, "Oh, this is toxic" or whatever. But I know what
for you,
like the way that I'm able to talk to you right now. I know that that's been pulled out of me. She didn't make me say. She didn't go and say, "Oh, you got to grow in all these ways," but
you wanted to do better.
Want to grow in all those ways, so that I could communicate with her. So that I could grow with her, and that's when I realized like that's a real thing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta want to grow with someone else, but that person also got to be willing to communicate to you that I need this, I need that. Like I didn't come into this relationship soft. Like I was so rough that when I had my son, like she was worried. Like I don't know. Are you gonna hug him and and put him close and things like that? That's because I was not soft that way. And I want to say he made me soft that way. I want to say that he showed me how to be soft that way. My son, you know what I mean? So and now I was able to translate that way, because now I'm like, okay, so this is what you mean.
I'm a firm believer of that. Not to cut you off, but I just want to acknowledge what you said, because I honestly believe God blesses us with children to save our lives. He's not doing it. There's nothing that we could have done. God blessed us with the children to save our lives. Because if we didn't, think about it. If you didn't have that child, your son, what type of man would you be now? Because
not the man that I am, but you know what I mean?
That's how I feel.
I like to think I'd still be pretty good, but I'm not. Definitely not
yeah.
Definitely not the man I am now. I know that there's things I don't do, won't engage in. I'm a totally different person because he exists. So I definitely know that. And like just the softness thing, like he, like in terms of like the softness, like he made me completely soft. Like I'm all over him now. Like he got to tell me like, Dad,
get off of me. Yeah, that's
bro.
That.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like, I need some room.
I'm super affectionate with him. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, that's so awesome.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
But also that's how you learn things. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be anything else but affectionate with him, because my love language is physical touch.
Yeah.
So when you learn those things, you learn that that's going to be, you feel what I'm saying? Like, but
it's true.
You got to know about you. If you don't know about you, you don't know what you want or what you like, then how can you translate that to your partner? So you cannot possibly be in the best relationship you can be in, because you don't know you to be in that relationship.
That's true. I'm mad that he's schooling and teaching, so I'm like, okay, all right, yep, that's right. But you talking right? What, Michelle? You got something to say? Oh, Michelle, you want?
Yeah, I'm speechless. But yes, I never believed in unconditional love until my son. Yeah. So it's with men and with women too. Because once I had my son, it really changed my perspective on unconditional love.
Right.
That's true. Ooh, everybody know that you wouldn't see me without my daughters. I remember Mia was like, sometimes when they were younger, like, you want to leave them, you can leave them with me, and I still didn't want to leave them. Like, wait, and
that's like, why do you? I'm like, leave them here, and you go somewhere. Like, can we just be alone? Can I just hang out with my goddaughters and you not be here? Like,
yeah.
And then I'm looking at them now, like, wait, but that's because I didn't get love. My mom didn't show. I didn't get love when I was growing up. So I grew up really, really hard, and I was a loving person. I remember my mom telling me, stop hugging everybody and stop telling people you love them and stop kissing them. Stop. You don't got no friends. You just met that person. But that's my new friend. That's my best friend in the whole wide world. Not knowing that So she wasn't able to, she didn't have the tools because her mom didn't teach her on the tools of how to show me love or to give me love. So when I grew up, and because of the stuff that I went through, I saw love in people's faces and what they were doing as opposed to what real love felt like. And I didn't get to know what real love was until I had my daughters. So because of that, I just kept them really, really, really extremely. I mean, I thank God, because when I look at it now, my daughters and I are still close. Very, 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 very close. Where people be like, "Yeah, you do that with your kid?" Like, oh yeah, these are my babies. They've been through hell. I personally put them through some stuff, and they still loved me. Like, they still love me. They gave me the most unconditional love. Like, you had to know there was a God. There was a God, because there's nothing in the world. How can they love me as much as they do? And I've done so much, and I did this and that, and they still look at me like I'm just the best thing in the world. So I totally believe that God blesses us with children to save our lives. Because, Lord, I was already a mess. I'm a beautiful mess now.
Even now, when they're Aggie teenagers, it's still unconditional love.
Yes.
Oh yeah, already. Like, you know what's the crazy thing? My son's grandmother, it was like maybe like 7-8 years ago. So before my son got here, before I even knew couldn't have kids. Mm-hmm. And her daughter had done something, and she made this grimacing face. She was aggravated, but she didn't do nothing, didn't say nothing to her. And I said, Mom, why you didn't check her? Why you didn't do nothing right there? And she said, when it's your child, you'll get it.
Yeah.
And so I have this, and this moment that I watched her have, I have this moment at least 3 times a day, where I'm like, all right, you got it, bro.
Yeah, like I'm gonna just let you have that. I'm not even gonna go through the motions with you. Bro. Like, we're good on that. I'm done with it.
Yes, like I'm done with it. Moment, like at least 3 times a day. Like, and I just told her that the other day. Like, it's crazy how things like that will come full circle. But like, yeah, but I want to dive real quick on unconditional love for a second. Mm-hmm. Unconditional love is awesome, right? But it's also like, when you start bringing unconditional love into relationships, yeah, it's so dangerous, right? It is. For you to love a person without conditions. Yeah. Where's the self-value? You don't have any conditions on what you require. Yeah. This is where we get dangerous. So true. This is how a person can hit you upside your head and you keep coming home unconditionally because you don't got the condition that's not okay. Regardless if I love you or not. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just wanted to speak on that, like, because a lot of people talk about, I'm like, I got something for y'all on that too. You know what I'm saying? Unconditional love. But like, a lot of people talk about unconditional love, and it's like you act as if you want it, but it's like, no, you shouldn't want unconditional love. You should want your person to have conditions that make you the best person that you can be. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true. I'm totally agree.
Make you better.
Yep, I totally agree. Ooh, that was some good, man. Listen, I usually do listen, Jermaine. Nixxo made us and I'm usually not quiet.
Right, we complete opposites, right?
That's true. But when it is time for you to give a word or for you to speak about something, it's just powerful. Just in the statements, just powerful. So you don't have to be. And I know I connect to Jermaine because we're so animated. Like we're so animated. What does Zayla say? Mom, you're extra. You just for no reason. Yeah. Unfortunately, Zayla, you extra too. Okay, so
she is absolutely.
So she
got it honest.
But again, that's like, those are key. You got to know those things. Like, I tell everybody, like I literally have a group of friends that I tell, like, listen, if you can't deal with all this,
absolutely, that's it.
Don't be my friend. I'm going to be animated. When you hear it, it's going to come like this.
It's going to come out just like that. Yeah.
I tell people, like, do you speak Jamaica?
Yeah, like,
do you speak Jamaica? Do you know how to speak Jamaica? Did you understand what I just said? Like,
bro, like, because I don't got no other lens for you, bro. I can't. Yeah. I tried to shut it off. You know what I'm saying? But like, when you know that about you, it makes things much easier because I know that about myself, so I come that way at work. Yep. Y'all know that I'm animated. So don't tell me shit that's gonna drive me crazy, because you're gonna see me be crazy about it.
You're gonna see me.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go over here when y'all's doing that shit, because and y'all know why I'm going over here. Y'all know why.
Because I'm gonna just exclude myself. Let me just take myself out of it. Yeah,
you feel me? So like I said, it's key on being able to know those things, and also being able to relay those things to whether it's your partner, your coworker, your friend. True. You know what I'm saying? To relay those things the right way, because everybody ain't here for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as amazing as you are, everybody ain't here for it.
That's true.
You feel me?
I tell my daughters all the time, you got to be mindful of other people. You don't know the hell they've been through or how they perceive things. So you just got to pray over them, this situation, and it's okay to walk away. It's okay. I mean,
and the world's too big. You can't fix everybody's problem.
No. Oh, I tried.
I can't fix your problem and your problem and your problem. Somebody got to fix your problem and your problem. I'll take yours. Let's go.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's how I got to
that's me.
Fixing everybody's problem.
Yeah, that's me. I was a fixer. I wanted to fix everybody. Anybody was hurt. Oh, let me fix you. Let me help.
Me too. I just recently got off this. Trust me. I just recently got off this. I'm known. But again, like I said, you have to do the work on yourself to know that's what you're doing. Like, I am Mr. Save, and excuse me, you know what I'm saying? But back in the day, people would say, "Oh, he's Mr. Save a Girl." Like, then when I got older,
that's not what they said. They said you everybody, have to save everybody.
Let me help Let me help you get this job. Fill out this application. But that ain't. Listen, you can't make nobody be nobody.
That's true.
I'm gonna say that again.
Say it one more time.
Make nobody be nobody.
Nobody. Yep.
You feel me?
Nobody be nobody.
You can't. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? You can pull things out of people that are ready to be pulled out, but
it's true. But
you can't make nobody do nothing. I watch my wife transform people every day, and then them not put the stuff into action though. That's the more.
Oh, that's even worse.
I watch her get drained from that. You know what I'm saying? I watched them go through change, have transformation, and not be able to actualize what they need to do right now because you're not ready. So you can't make nobody do. You know what I'm saying? You can't make nobody be nobody.
Because if you want it, you want it. You gonna try. You're gonna get in a place where you can go get help and do the actions. What the Bible said, works. No, what are dead. Michelle, what that word say? Faith without works. Faith without works. I knew it was something in there. Listen, I
was saying that wrong. You can't make nobody be somebody. Yeah, that's what it is.
You can't. That's right. You can't make nobody. You can't make nobody. Wait, you can't make nobody be somebody.
You can't make nobody be somebody.
Okay, I get that. My God. Ooh, yeah, that was a good word.
You got to become somebody on your own.
You do, and you have to want to do the work. You have to want to become better somebody. For yourself, not because I just want to be better. I want to be a better mother, a better sister, better friend, I'm gonna just avoid the whole word wife right now. You just want to be a better everything.
Human.
Yeah, I want
to be a better human.
Be a human, be a better human. That's my goal. And so I got a brand that I'm working on now called Energy. It's natural resilient growth. And basically it just has, it's like, hoodies and shirts that have just a bunch of motivational quotes to think, because people need that. And I know this because I wear funny stuff all day, and then when I'm walking during the day, somebody I got this shirt that says forever tired, and every time I wear it, maybe 10 people will stop me and say, "Yo, I feel that so much." Yep. I feel, you know what I'm saying? I hear that so much when I wear that shirt. That's good. And so what it got me thinking is that, you know what I'm saying, people need to hear the other stuff.
Yeah. They do.
They need to hear the other stuff that we tired, but we still gonna go. But we still gonna go.
Yep.
You feel me?
We still gonna go.
People need to hear those things every day that remind you to keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And I just feel, and I'm big on energy, just changing the energy around things and my energy and watching my energy too.
Yeah, that's true.
Who tries to be intrusive of that energy?
Come on now.
But yeah, so that's another big thing that I'm working on. That's what
good. We proud
that's
of
what
you.
my project is called. That's what my clothing that's coming with it is called, and that's where you can
That's
find.
good. That's real
Toxic
good. I'm
is
proud of you.
I'm going to ask my son, excuse me, I'm going to ask my son to create a dance to your song.
Oh,
I was just telling him right now, I was just like, you got to hear this. You got to hear this.
Yeah.
I
And
love
Michelle
it.
produces music too. She writes music. She does all that. All that. Michelle now, okay, because Michelle was, because she was like, her style was just different, but her style now, please. She's now her style.
I grew into it.
She grew into it, but she's been doing this pretty much all her life. Just like you, Jermaine, all your life. As long as I've known you all your life, you're just a walking instrument, a walking melody. So that's how I look at both of y'all. So it's just amazing to be able to get you to be able to actually share something, your music, because that's what I said I'm going to do. I make sure that I give this platform. It's not just for me. It's to help others, to give others voices to speak, because of the fact that, and then there's some people who they just don't know how to articulate their words or don't know how to speak, period. Right. So let me do that for you. Let me tell you that you're not by yourself. There's a platform. This is a whole judgment-free zone. I'm not perfect. I know I love the Lord and he loves us, and I'll be trying really, really hard, but sometimes I just be in my flesh. So in that, I just make sure that I give everybody a platform. So what I've been doing is trying to record, go into the communities, introduce myself. So most of the time I'm just passing gifts out and praying for people. But now I've been just reaching out to the young, like I get a lot of young men who just like, yo, ma, I got you. Like, dude, and you want to put that weed up? Because, I don't want to smell it. So, but I got you, ma, I got you. So just recording them, because at this point in time in my life, I just feel like we all need to be saved. We need to be saved. We need to be saved. God did so much for us. Like this with all the hell that's going on, there has to be a God. There can't just be bad things and not a good thing. So I feel like God is that.
I just was saying that to my friend the other day. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell me he exists, and you can't tell me he exists and he don't exist.
Yeah. Like there's too much. Yeah. What do I say? This breath that's not promised to us, this it's not mine. He gave it to us. He allowed us this. So I'm just reaching out to as many people. And right now, because of the Toxic song, that made me be motivated, because there's a lot of young males around here who either want to be rappers, want to be singer, not even just male, females, whether it's gospel or trap or whatever have you. I just want to give them a platform where you could be heard. I mean, it's small right now because it used to be big until I moved from Orlando here. But now I'm going to push it even more. So I'm just grateful that you even was guest. Clearly, your energy and your animation belongs here. So we're going to get you a couple of more times too. But anybody got anything else y'all want to add to it?
I just want to say when I finish NRG, I want to come back for sure.
Absolutely.
If y'all have me, because a lot of the stuff that you heard me talking about today, like I'm not just talking about it, like I'm singing and I'm rapping about it on this project too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those same concepts, because you gotta be who you gotta be before you do. You know, right?
It's true. So, it's true. Yep. And
so when I do finish it all, I definitely would like to come back, because I think that there's a lot of stuff in there that I could dive into. I think
anytime that you have a topic that you want to talk about, I'm game for it. I'm ready when you're ready.
Oh man, don't start with me. I could do this all day.
Listen, me too. Mia, can you do this all day?
Mia's half asleep.
Mia.
I mean, I'm here. I heard you. It just be taking, there's just a delay with the whole microphone thing. This has been great. Great.
So I know this is not a long one, but I just wanted to start something because we are coming back. We're coming back. But because of that.
This was dope. Yeah. This was fun.
It was a sample of a song.
Girl, I be editing it. We done played the song already in the whole recording.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's probably when my phone died. When I dropped out, my phone died, and I was scrambling to find
the part where I'm going to edit this video and play the song when y'all told me to play it, and then we're going to keep on going. So right now we're at that part of acting like we already heard the song because we already know the song.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Y'all know how I be editing my videos. Y'all know. What
Nah,
this
it's
do?
good. You gotta edit it, man. It's cool.
Yes.
It's cool.
I'll be sitting
It's
there and
cool,
I
but nah,
love,
yeah.
I love what I do. I love to put a smile on people's face. I love to be a blessing to others. And I love that we are, what do I call? I'm Mount Almighty and I have the village. I needed a village for me to keep myself. But anyway, we're going to close this out because, I'm just really excited. I believe that this is the beginning of something great. I believe that God has already shifted and doing something in the earth. It's already started. We just had to be in a position where I feel like God's a loving God. So he's a heart posture. It's all about your heart posture. When we're giving our hearts out to help other people, to whether we're educating, encouraging, or empowering them, we just want people to be better because we didn't have that when we were growing up. We didn't have that. So now that we know what we are going to be the examples that we wish that we would have got. Okay, right. So that's how I feel about going forward with God's Urban Edge, because again, God's Urban Edge is real talk, real people with real lives. I'm not talking about the little stuff that goes on every day. I'm talking about the stuff that nobody wants to talk about. I want to talk about the abandonment. I want to talk about the abuse. I want to talk about everything that not even churches are talking about. I just want to talk to real people. We all got some stuff that we're going through. We're all going through, already experienced some form of hell that we learned from. So now we can be able to teach somebody else, like, listen, this is the way I went about it and I was wrong. I'm glad that as a mom, I could go to my daughters and be like, I want y'all to be better examples of me. But when they're doing something that I'm familiar with, like, no, y'all are being, no, don't be like me. I need y'all to be better than me because y'all are capable and better. Yeah.
The biggest part of it for me is that everybody, the world is set up in a very neurotypical way. Like, oh, you do everything like this because this is the way that people can handle it. But the news flash for me over the past like year or so is that, most people ain't neurotypical. No. Most of y'all are neurodivergent. No. Most of you like things a specific way. Yep. And would rather them be that way, but you have learned to acclimate to the way that the world works.
It's true. It's
what I'm saying. So I'm like, trust me, like I'm watching my son. He's neurodivergent, and just watching him light up and be joyful about the world. I'm like, yeah. Well, why do you gotta write your ones like that? This is a very good one.
Yeah, that's
you gotta go from down up. If you want to go, you know what I'm saying, from left to right, then down up.
Yep. Okay, that's how you do it.
That. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Do it how you do it.
That's good because you're giving him a safe place to just be him without any judgment or anything.
That was like one light one, but I'm just talking about from everything, from the way he goes about his morning, from the way he goes about, as long as you get it done.
Yeah.
The way that's smooth for you and makes it, you get, because the more experiences that you have, the more, like,
it's true though.
Your life is gonna revolve around the experiences that you're having. So if you're having a bunch of experiences of failures because you're doing this wrong and you're doing that wrong, then if you're not doing the work on autopilot, you're gonna create that kind of same stigma and repetition of you know what I'm saying, happening in your life. I know because I'm like a proponent of it. I watched it, done it, and watch myself cycle over and over and do the same thing over and over.
We did. I've been there, done that. Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying before I realized, like, oh, I got to turn this car. It's not going to turn on its own. Like, I've got to turn it. Like, so.
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that in there because, like, most of these people ain't neurotypical. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most
I get it. Yep.
Across, not neurotypical.
Oh my gosh, I really listen, because now you left us all full, because I know I know I could keep going on and on. I could stay here forever on this, but I know we also, we gotta go because I don't want Mia to stop falling asleep, because how Mia does it is she'll stop putting her picture up and then we know she's gone.
That's how you gotta do it. That's how you gotta do it. I'm out of here. I'm here, but I'm out. You feel me? That's how you gotta do it. So, put the photo up. You know what I mean? Slide
Michelle,
out.
you have anything you gotta add?
I know. It was awesome.
Awesome, right? Awesome. Well, ladies,
a vibe called Nix. A vibe called Nix.
A vibe called Nix. Thank you. We are honored. Thank you. We're excited. I'm excited for what you have. Listen, we right here. I support you on anything and everything that you do. But again, I am Mouth Almighty in the place to be. What?
Yeah.
Y'all don't know nothing about that. Anyway.